girl too bad, every man complain. And she a rip up the man down straight. She do it for the money and she do it for the fame. Tight body girl, good body shape. See the body too bad, the president pay. I hear say for leg on the boys so crazy. Bedroom bully, 2-1. You coulda be a pop star, you can't contain. Nakwaga bachi na dugaba yashi. Kaka nuchu faga dodolenchi. Agba nakwagaba a clear the chi. Special delivery. Nyejilo, nyekbe. Nyejilo, nyekbe. Nyejilo, nyekbe. Nyekbejilo, nyekbe. Nyejilo, nyekbe. Nyejilo, nyekbe. Nyejilo, nyekbe. Nyekbejilo, nyekbe.
Welcome back. Yes, so it's the Max Agenda, and this time around we're celebrating men of courage, men who are doing things differently, standing out, X-Factor men. Let me put it that way. And I don't pay. Extra video now. You know, the dead, you know, coming back to life, and you know, all that you saw. The man behind that is sitting here with us, Prince Kojo-Hilton. I said it earlier on the show that I believe that he came here with a helicopter because actually Juma Pape Ayewana Brabo Mupa. He should buy the whole Ghana. Prince, a very good morning to you.
Good morning, my brother.
Yeah, what's the Prince? Oh man, what then? I have to recommend you for everybody, you know, who really wants to study art, who wants to know art, who wants to understand the art of art.
Art, yes.
And that you are that person.
Bless you, sir.
Congratulations, you have worked so hard for yourself. You do stage, you do so many things. I mean, it was go.
Nyamyadom.
I'm happy to see you today.
Bless you.
Tell us a little bit about how you feel this morning. You see it all like, yeah.
Right. So, I thank God for a beautiful day as this, and also thanking you for having me here, and also your viewers watching us at home and the offices everywhere. Thanks so much for making time to watch this interview or Max TV.
Yeah.
Yes. The journey has been tough, but with resilience, focus, constant practice, and with the help of God, we are here today.
Resilience, focus, constant practice, and the help of God.
Yes.
Were you born to do this, or it's something that...
I was born just to do this. I can never do anything apart from being an artist. There's nothing I can do in this world.
Wow.
Apart from being an artist.
Wow.
That's why God made me an all-rounder artist.
That is surprising,
so
you know?
I don't get tired of doing one thing. And I always thank God for that. Because since birth, I mean, from primary school, I started drawing. Nursery, I started drawing.
Nursery?
Yes.
You
using
remember
charcoal.
your nursery days?
I'm telling you.
And you have a good memory record.
Because of the beatings I received, so I can't forget.
Wow.
You know, initially my mom didn't really like me doing art. She wanted me to become a pilot. Way back when I was in
so
primary.
You're not surprised
JHS.
when I said you came here with a helicopter?
Oh yes.
Oh man, I got that right. Yeah.
So it's been tough here and there. She kept pushing me, even though, you see, as at that time...
Look at your works, man. Yeah.
To God be the glory.
Continue.
To God be the glory.
I'm enjoying the conversation.
You know,
and distracted by
I sat down one time and I realized that my mom wasn't at fault because as at that time, we weren't seeing artists doing... not that we're not doing great stuff, but we are not seeing them in the limelight.
Okay.
We are not seeing artists taking over the world.
Okay.
We only see artists in the kiosks, doing sign writing, doing small painting, doing epitaph. You know what epitaph is? Sign when somebody dies. The
rest in peace.
Rest in peace thing. That's what those time a lot of artists were doing. not even billboards.
Okay.
Till it got to, I think somewhere 1997, 97 years, going there, then we started having artists doing billboards. Now the work has been taken by screen printing, digital printing. But those days we see artists doing huge billboards everywhere, you know. But like I said, I really don't really blame my mom that time.
So
But
it's
then
looking up for you.
yes, and but God gave me something that I don't know how to explain it. I never get tired of doing what I am doing.
Wow.
Yeah, I can be by the PC designing from morning to morning. I can say I'm a self-taught artist.
Wow.
Yes, because I have a whole library at home that there's nothing about art you won't find in that library. From costume, makeup, architecture, everything, modeling, even dance and music. So I started, nurturing my own self. Right after school, JHS 97, I did ICS, International Correspondence Program. The school was in the US, and that's diploma. In fact, I didn't spend 3 years going to senior high school.
Wow.
Yeah, I realized it was a waste of time after doing ICS, because ICS exposed me to things they were studying in the universities.
Okay.
And as at that time, I just finished JHS, and I was learning things at the universities. I finished, and the books and the ideas, the skill.
Exploding.
Yes, and right after JHS, after even during my time with ICS, I was still doing project works for students in the universities. They bring their project works to me to help them do it at home. So I'm like, why should I go waste 4 years in senior high school? So what I did was I wrote an deck.
Okay.
Wrote general knowledge in art, picture making, commerce, and core English. I got my passes, and that was it. The next one was entering into the industry, from the theater to film, and then going back to school, that is going to NAFTI. So NAFTI, exposed me to most of the things when it comes to understanding film, designing for film and all that. And by the grace of God, we are here.
Who coached you?
Okay, great. So I would like to talk about my uncle, Dr. Johnson Edu. When I was in JHS, those days you see Kiso concert party, you see the background, those mad houses and all those things. It was my uncle who was doing that.
That's why your mother didn't want you to go.
You know,
Oh, man.
so he was the one. He
you
was the
did that?
technical director of the National
Yeah.
Theatre.
And
Is
she's
that-
asking about some.
Yes,
He's like, did you do that?
yes. This was a recent project I did.
Where's the
that was-
kitchen?
So this is a stage play.
Yeah.
By Fifi Coleman. Yeah. And we staged this at the National Theatre.
Wow, man.
I think
let me ask-
Women at Work.
Yes.
So, yeah.
What's the difference? I'm very happy to meet you because I used to think that we didn't have enough people to do all this, and you go elsewhere, you go to some countries, you go and then you have different, they can dedicate a whole day to, you see different, you can enter, take pictures,
Yes.
different stuff, but
Yeah.
I know, now saying, and was it Afrochella or something?
Yes.
And then we saw, them building things that you could see different,
Yes.
but
And
it
take
wasn't like that.
photos.
Yeah, there are just
Like
at
a
least the arts,
wonderland.
like the wonderland and
Yes,
everything.
yes.
So, what is the difference between building, like you see a set that is being built?
Yeah.
I want to get the right word because I'm a bit confused. A set, you see,
Yeah.
and designing something for a play.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like maybe in the
Okay.
VGMA, it's
Okay,
something like
okay,
that.
okay,
And then
okay.
you are building a set for a play.
Yes.
Which I just saw a kitchen on there.
Yes.
And that because I know that Tyler Perry and the rest use that a
A
lot.
lot. Yes. Yeah.
So what's the difference?
Okay, so like event stage design, mostly, it's just mostly concept. Anyhow.
Anyhow.
There's no concept. It's just about showing what the audience there will jive to it. So like if it's a huge LED screens,
And then it
you
has
know,
parts of it.
yeah, just playing with lights and all that. But when it comes to building sets for drama, it takes a lot. It's like you are carrying the audience into the play or into the story. So the set should go in line with the story.
The story.
Talking of history, talking of background. I mean, ground plan, because you should know the entrances and exits of the characters, and then designing to suit the play and even the costumes.
Because I see that there are some stages of sets that are built, and almost me see what I'm saying, you know.
Yes, my recent one, you'll see it.
Yeah.
I just last week, Friday, we staged Aladdin at the National Theatre. Aladdin story. Yes, so I think the pictures will roll for us to see. Yes, so that's the making of Aladdin. Yes, and
you see, watch it.
yes, me chepa. I have trained a lot of guys in Ghana, in Gambia, in Equatorial Guinea, in Nigeria, in South Africa, in Equatorial Guinea.
Brilliant.
Wow.
Another thing, who say a married because let me show interest, because you see, this you do. You've given me a bit of your background as to now you got your coaching from your uncle.
Yeah.
Because mostly when you want to drop out of school, you want to do this, you want to do that. I want to pick this course. I want to do this. I want to. As a youngster, it's a lot of thoughts, thinking, decision, choice. Parents will go against it, but you can see the future when nobody else sees it. And when you're being taken, especially when you're living with your parents, and you think you can make your own decisions anyhow. That's a problem.
Yes.
But you got a coach from your coach was your uncle.
Yes.
Now, what were some of the difficulties in trying to do art? Some people just can draw. Some people learn how to draw.
Yeah. Yeah.
What were some of the challenges, the difficulties?
Yeah. So
because also control of the Cooper say.
Yes.
We try about 3 times still.
We draw once.
Oh, would you?
Draw just once.
Elective mass mean an F, draw 3 times still F. Still me an F name.
Are you for real?
I'm telling you. Me what you but elective mass name. Who that?
For real?
Oh, wow. We all have our challenges. That's why I'll tell you the story of Zewu and the elective mass.
Right. And see, from me, I always thank God. Say, growing up, I knew where I was going. I knew where I was going. I was seeing something nobody was seeing.
At a young age.
Yes, I was seeing art not just being drawing and painting. In fact, before I enrolled with ICS in 1999 to 2000, my mom took me to go learn a trade from an artist in Tema, come to one site 10 called Johnson Bunzi.
Okay.
And I was supposed to be there for 3 years, okay, to learn a trade, sun writing, billboard, those kind of stuff, portrait painting and stuff. When I go to work, I see that this is not me. This is not where I belong.
You feel say wapang?
Yes, me feel say my pahon. Me feel say
Right?
yeah. So
no.
on break time, during break time, I say me go didunu. Tema community center. There's a library there. Na ma share library. Na me suyan there. So I read Shakespeare books. Me read Shakespeare books now. I see images. I see location.
Drama.
I see set. I see, and I read anything art, costume, makeup, set, props, music.
So I spent your imagination runs wild.
Yes, I spent 6 months, and I told my mom I'm not doing this anymore.
When I tell
Instead of
ICS,
into ICS, no good. Into ICS, those time not Mirror newspaper. That's all. We used to have Mirror.
I should think so.
Mirror newspaper. So that time, no, if you look at the back of Mirror, the newspaper, they normally advertise ICS, International Correspondence Schools, course, no, the back of the newspaper. And see, DBA, now courses no so, courses no. See, course number 32, and a art, fine art. So one day, what you need to do, what you need to do is just cut that space and email it to them.
Oh.
So that was what I did, and then they started sending me prospectus. I have to look for money and pay. The initial payment was $20. As at that time, it wasn't easy. I have to go do, so that was my beginning stage where I go to schools, like primary schools, nursery schools, and tell them, oh, I can paint A for apple, B for ball, those kind of things on their walls, the cartoon, and then gather their money and pay my fees. So I did ICS from 2019 to 2000, and that was how I was paying my fees.
2019 to 2020, you mean?
2000.
To 2000.
2019.
1999 to 2000.
Okay.
Sorry, yes. So 1999, to 2000.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes,
so it was like a year course.
Yes, it was a year.
It was like a year course.
Yes.
Now tell me, how was the industry like? Male, you're drawing, you're teaching in all parts of Africa and beyond. You are. When you say the arts are, costume, makeup, and all of that. Now, what you're doing is not only about signage and signboards and all of that. It has gotten into music videos and everything.
Yes.
The scope, where is your reach?
Whoa. Well, like I said earlier, from the beginning, I have a direction that I've followed all through my life to get to this stage. Even when I entered into the film industry, working with Salam, that's Venus Film, Gupado Film, Danfobiye, I was there to work as a set designer, but then I was seeing myself working as a production designer. So I work on set, and my working style is different. Those time, Ghana Movie Awards, they award sets and props. And I told them, there's nothing like set and props. The person is an art director.
So award an art director.
Yes. So we don't award set and props. It was during my time that I changed set and props to art direction. Today, Ghana Movie Award awards art direction, awards production design. And I was with them, working with Venus Film, Gupado Film, Danfobiye, before I went to NAFTI. Because I was seeing that, no, I need to properly position myself in the industry. From day one, I wanted to become a stakeholder in the film industry. Not just in the film industry, but in the creative arts domain.
Wow.
Globally. Yes, from day one, I was seeing myself as a global artist. And that is why if you come to my shelf, you see awards that I have are all international awards.
The big eruption.
Yeah, the Guinness Big Eruption in
So you made this
2012. That was when Akon came to Ghana.
You look like
Accra
a
Sports
busy
Stadium.
man, eh? Okay.
It seems as if you work with every sort, carpenters.
Yeah, I work with carpenters. Because as a set designer, you should be able to know the technicalities of building a set. So you design. You
Independence,
should be able, yes,
Kumasi.
I constructed the Independence. That was the Independence celebration in Kumasi. Independence Day celebration in Kumasi.
This is a beautiful set. Your dreams, didn't it got to a point where it scared you? Because like what you do is amazing. When was it a point in your life where you felt like things weren't achievable?
You did this?
Yes, so that was me working with Hollywood in Nairobi, Kenya. I was employed as a scenic artist.
What is that?
I like what he asked. What is that?
As
a scenic artist, yes.
All right, before we get to that, did your dream scare you that much?
It gets to time I'm like, I get projects. What sometimes scares me is that when I get projects and I see pictures, images of the finished work, then I sit and ask myself, Kojo, can you do this? But by the grace of God and the team I have, every project is a record-breaking project. Every project of mine.
I like that. Every project is a record-breaking project. When you see the end product in your mind,
in my mind,
you ask yourself, can I achieve this? Is it attainable?
Yeah.
And here you are. Yeah. You get them done. All right.
Did
now
the
back
back in the day thing?
Yeah, back in the day, yes.
I was there.
So talking about 3D painting, illusion paintings.
That's scenic?
Yeah, that's also scenic. But on the floor. So this is an installation.
So it looks like you're going to fall in the
Fall
water.
in the water,
But
yes.
there's no water.
Yes.
I want to take a picture like that. Oh, that is beautiful.
Yeah, so that's an art installation and a festival. That's Ochame Kwame's music video, Bra. Everybody thought this video was shot in a studio, in a location, at a location, but then we did everything in the studio. Now I blended 3D drawing together with, scenic painting.
Oh, now this looks real.
Thank you.
Oh, man.
So everything from the rocks behind, from the background, the floor, everything is painting.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, yes, oh, but that is amazing. Now, we with all this that you do, and I always say that we have a lot going on here, but it's our projection of what we have.
Yeah.
Well, we are not projecting our own as much as we should. I'm not saying that we are not doing that entirely, but as many times, and if we do not shout ourselves out there, no, feel it as a meanwhile, you've been to Hollywood and back.
Yeah.
You've been to other countries, teaching other countries, and then we'll be sitting here admiring those wonderful things that you do. Because I have seen on the internet some other countries doing the same things that you do. They could actually go and this fire water outlets and stuff like that. They would just make a painting around it. They would just get a tree, and then they can make a painting around, and it stands. And you see it. And I never knew that we have a Hilton that does that. You see, so it's how we project ourselves. What do you think we are lacking? Because with what you do, we should have a rise in so many things that we do in the arts, especially our films, especially now music videos, our theater. We should go international with a lot of things that we do. Say see a location, obetra film ma wo dwena ho location, nyama san bebre wo wutrim, ama bebre ntimi encha movies, ama bebre ntimi encha music videos. Because you have to move from one location to another.
Yes.
But if you can create what is in our mind, then I thought it would have been easy, because I have had that issue with having to look for the right location. Sometimes you would have the right thing in your mind, but who baby I will be
as you said, like, is it achievable with what I have in my mind?
What you have, you can't find it. You're looking for a building that has this here, that exit here. You get the building, but it doesn't have these exits.
It doesn't have what you want, and then you have to build it. You see, talking about this, I'm really happy, and you're making me bring certain things. I need like a whole day to talk. Please give me the whole day, because I have a lot to talk about. Film studio. I started raising film studio for the film industry in Ghana like 10 years ago. I have a project, a proposal project on a film studio for Ghana. I started championing this 10 years ago in this country. I have met people that can make this thing happen just tomorrow. And they pushed it back.
Is it that they don't see your vision or understand
they see
what you see that is possible?
Well, maybe they don't see it, but I feel they see, because they travel. They've been traveling. They've been going to places. Some have gotten the chance to travel to Hollywood and all that. And this, what made Hollywood, America is Hollywood.
It's true.
That space.
They tell their stories and make believe.
My focus of that vision, the studio vision I'm talking about, is not something we needed to even rebuild as at that time. My vision was to let us use trade fair that we've abandoned, trade fair that we've collapsed.
People had other ideas, you know.
I mean, to build the industry. Trade fair has all the streets, the stuff we can use as a film studio. I pushed this 10 years ago.
Wow.
I've been pushing aside. Currently, as we speak, Ghana don't have any solely art college, like an art college. or an art university. We don't have. A solely arts college, we don't have. And this is limiting young artists to what they are doing, what they wanted to do.
Or people who want to even get into the
into the arts, you know, to do bigger things. You go to senior high school, you do visual arts, and you are not being exposed to all these things that I'm doing. You come back and all you can do is maybe graphic design.
What did you study in NAFTI?
I did art direction and production design.
Right.
Yes.
So you feel that even in NAFTI, they lack some other courses that could have been put there, or then the places. So for me, I think it's small.
We have all the courses at NAFTI, okay? But then, those who are supposed to know that NAFTI has this course we call art direction, production design, costume, makeup, they are not aware of it. These courses are artistically inclined. They are arts-oriented courses. But ask if in the senior high school that they are learning visual art, are they exposed to all this?
Don't you think NAFTI is too small? The space?
I know with time.
And I'm moving around about.
You baby.
Moving around about. You know, you
So
said
that's
this
why-
about the trade fair.
Yeah.
There was a time I heard that on Wakwaji Asase, Yanmakwaji Asase Kakraka, Bediano.
Yeah.
Maybe because you started being here 2 days. Makwaji Asase Kakraka, because I was thinking that yes, we could have a film.
Yes.
We could have a film. We could have a village.
Film village.
Yes.
Film village, yeah.
Because not everything that we watch on the Sukura, not everything that we watch on our movies, most of them are
actual
sets.
locations.
Yeah,
Right.
they are
Sets,
sets.
sets,
All
So-
Talaperi's films.
And Tyler has created a whole village. And we
Yes.
could have done that.
Yeah.
It was actually
Talaperi studio.
even if it's outskirts, I wouldn't even say you have a hotel, you have this, you have that,
Yes.
so you can lodge, you can do your work and everything when you're out. We have all of that. What is hindering us? Because is it that it is our industry that is not lucrative enough? That is why they don't see the need to convert a place like Trade Fair, or then a certain place that has a big land and say, okay, we've allocated this land to your arts people, and then you can make it into a village and wherever. Is it that our industry is not lucrative enough? So who says our investment we know?
Your industry, very lucrative. So the creative art space, we do so many things. In fact, art is ruling the world now.
When I say it's not lucrative, it's you see
And as in revenue.
you are doing so well. Are your colleagues doing that well?
Yes, they are. They are trying their best.
Into your back of you are doing so well. You are eager, you are hungry, you are developing, you're training yourself by day.
Yeah.
Are your others doing that? All that's what to kiosk. It is and I believe in one man bringing the vision and it will happen. The others will follow. That is what probably they might not see. They feel say, was somewhere yet dumb and sana. Ye timi aye ni ye pesi ye. But if you're back of ebetimi atredo album. Because when we have something like that, carpenters if we be near Juma, plumbers if we be near Juma, painters if we near Juma, everybody's gonna get.
Film studio, a whole na microphone ebetimi a high in that space. A whole lot. But today they will say, oh, this person is in Ghana and they want to build a film studio and you can't, then you don't hear anything.
The investment in here huge.
That was Kamala Harris when she came to Ghana.
But your friends saying that investment is a lot of money.
Yeah.
Don't you think that is also something that pushes people?
But I believe that if we are able to invest in that, we can recoup our money. Because a big building industry, our style of filmmaking will change. And that's how the industry will revolve.
Have you thought
because
about...
we're doing things the same old
way.
The people are tired. The same old faces. The people are tired. Even if they are veteran actors. See, recently I saw something on Facebook. And I'm like, whoa, that's it. I don't know why we've sidelined our old faces, our old men in the industry, our old women. I mean... See, Van Damme is still acting.
And painting our youngsters to look like. Fred Amudu was here, we're talking about the same thing.
Yes. Talk about the same thing,
Schwarzenegger is still acting. He's still acting.
Rambo.
Why should we?
Rambo.
why should we make up a young face to
be
look
an old
man?
We can use an old man.
When we can use old man who is skilled.
Who's an actor.
Now, Rebecca said, Coming to America, Eddie Murphy played how many roles? 3 roles in Coming to America.
Oh, that's different.
Okay. Not that, how many movies in Hollywood do you have, did you do that excessive transformational makeup?
That was
how many movies?
Experimental stuff. Like,
yes.
You know, and they did it to perfection.
Exactly.
Yeah, so
let's make good use of our old actors. I mean, the veteran actors.
Okay.
Grooming young ones, no, but we sideline them.
Why we have just 4 minutes to get over this, and hopefully you come and then you'll bring some art stuff. I want to see something practical.
Yeah.
That would be very lovely if you would do that for me. You know, the painting, but now By the time I can say, you know, I draw. So, what do you think? Is there any chance that you can? Sometimes I don't want you to give up on the dream because I'm also in the arts industry. We all are. So don't give up. Anything we can do will help to push. But sometimes, don't you think we have to get, you know, investors in Nyama? Is there any law that's stopping that from happening? Because sometimes somebody here or Ben will put that vision, but somebody elsewhere in Equatorial Guinea, somewhere would see that vision. Can't it be a shared something, and then you can build it up? Ekroma Saudi unim, me rent me kura 50 Ghana, me 14 so. So kind of a, you know, is that possible in any way?
Investors no omoba bebreo. But most of the time, they ended up at the wrong hands.
So, like the gatekeepers, you know?
Yeah, the gatekeepers. Yes. Yes. Bibriaba, investors, Bibriaba, but mostly, no, they ended up at the wrong hands. And you be want to say, I caption, oh, Asumasi is in Ghana to build this, as yeah, fair be move ambassadors. No more call, and nothing happens. Until young creative arts industry, no, like I mean, our leaders in that industry. Most of the time, no, never be big background and come when you don't even see it, get to see it. You wanna a chemical, you wanna newspapers, you wanna social media. As soon as you have Ghana or recently, you heard say. Just recently, one Hollywood actor be by Ghana recently.
Is it Idris?
No, not Idris.
Steve Harvey.
No, not Steve Harvey. Oh, how? Okay, Mekaya.
What does he do? Maybe
He's an actor.
Oh, actor, so
yeah, renowned. Just recently, and he came with Kamala Harris.
Okay. He's a comedian.
No, not a comedian.
He's not the stand-up comedian.
No. I know him.
Okay.
Michael, yeah.
Okay.
You know, but, you know, and he left without even we, the industry, I mean,
meeting a visionary like you.
Yes.
Do you think you're not plugging yourself in those particular places?
Really, he's been to Equatorial Guinea. He's plugged.
I'm well plugged. I'm well plugged, but in Ghana,
it's like
I'm even well plugged in Ghana because the things I do are out there. Everything I do is out there. But my people are not seen, I mean, to support. Okay. You know? And also, here, there are things I do outside. Mikrom has said no. They wouldn't even give me the space to do.
Wow.
A university in Nigeria will pay my ticket, give me accommodation, pay my per diem to lecture in the university. I found myself in Menchia Palace 4 years ago when I was invited to attend an awards night, Millennium Excellence Awards. So after the awards, I said, I'm in Kumasi, let me call my guys in tech to see if I can, you know. So I called them, they're like, Mr. Hilton, if you're in Kumasi, we want you. Just come and have a session with us. I'll organize the guys. The guy, within 30 minutes, he organized about 50 guys who were just ready to come listen to me and the things I want to, in fact, tell them about the industry.
Yeah.
So I paid my hotel bill again, that same because of the lecture. Slept. The next Monday morning, I got to tech. I sat down and They were like, Mr. Hilton, be here, we are coming. Do you see 2 of them gather, 3 of them gather, you'll be going and coming? I realized that something is happening. Then the guy came to me and said, oh, Mr. Hilton, you see, one of our lecturers, so he said he will allow you to come and talk to us because it's time to, lecture and blah, 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 blah. So let's make it another time. People are paying money. People are flying me from Ghana to come and lecture. And they are paying it. I'm going to do it for my country for free. And I'm being blocked.
Another time, my trick class and for painting maybe I don't know. Yes, anyway. Another time we would have a beautiful session with a Prince, and then he would come. He would show us art. He would show us the different abstract this and that.
Yeah.
We want to know all about it. Just in an hour or 30 or 45, we could learn a thing or two. Maybe once we start. Let me say this quickly before we wrap up. Neya feel saying kaneno yene uni madia ni epia akọ voke epia akọ visual na say home economics say yenya omo amushe space no omo co science ene general arts na omo koye geography ni yene egu hey. This time now, if you are not skillful, I mean it's a sad story.
Yeah.
You should be proud that you can hold on to a pencil or you can hold on to a brush.
Right.
You should be very, very proud of yourself because some of us wish we were you. And, he's here. You can get him on social media. And very well. Every time we get somebody